Hey, well, it's that time again. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at an all-new survival city builder in a harsh environment. And this time, it goes by the name of Synergy. Thanks to Synergy for sponsoring today's video, and also for sending over a key so we can take our first look at it, as it is out now as of May 21st, 2024, and with a 10% discount for the first 2 weeks at launch, you too could get into this game that is an early access city builder that really challenges us in different ways. We're, of course, used to many different ways of building on this channel, medieval, maybe in space, or in a post-apocalyptic modern game, but no, this one has a little bit of a different heart and feel to it, and an art style that I truly love games that are in this art style. You can probably name a few that looks like Synergy down below in the comments section, and I probably will name some too. But anyway, if you'd like to get this game for yourself, make sure you check down below in the description to download and or get Synergy for yourself today. And let's go ahead and jump in to our first look at this game that is still in development. Let's go! Surprised me about this game is even though it's early access, it's still got a lot of great content in here and a lot of buildings too, which always blows me away in games. This one having over 55 different buildings and then multiple seasons too to survive in, and then there's also 90 exploration scenarios, 27 unique plants to discover, and 60 research things to unlock, and then 30 resources to craft with or to also grow or really like forage. But in the game we have ourselves a tutorial, a story mode, and then an endless sandbox mode, as they say here, or free mode, which is great. So you can learn the game, and then you can learn the game even more. I think story modes are oftentimes a great tool to expand upon what you've learned in a tutorial, or really act as a tutorial themselves for the inevitable free mode, where then you can build whatever you want and try to survive as long as you can. Now, once we choose our campaign, like for example the anchoring here, we can then go in and choose a scenario to which, yeah, there'll be a lot more listed here in the future. There's also a description on what we'll be doing, and then a few different kind of things to complete, like for example just a basic victory all the way up to a gold victory and getting a higher score to challenge ourselves each time we play. I think the Scorched Earth mode will be good here for today. Even though it is a tutorial, it still is a little bit of a kind of a free build mode in a way, somewhere between the free mode and the anchoring, that should help us to understand how to play the game and also to showcase a few things that we might not normally see in a story mode or a sandbox mode. So let's jump right in. End to wandering. So we're no longer going to be wandering around and being foragers on the run, or really nomads. We're now going to settle down and become a colony, a civilization, if you will. First things first, then, we're going to get water by creating these little pontoons, and then that should store some of the toxic water of what seems to be a destroyed Earth or something like that. I actually don't really know. I've looked at a little bit of the information for this game, but as it is early access, I still, for myself, want the story to be a little bit of a mystery. So it's kind of cool. I'm getting like a Deserts of Karak Dune kind of vibe, but also very peaceful in this game at the same time too. So we'll need to store things in the water tower, in the cellar for food, and then a small warehouse for resources. So teaching us how to store everything in the game. And look at the people. I like it. Smooth zoom out, very nice, and a beautiful color palette. But also I like the art style here for this one, and traditional grid-based city builder, which are not going anywhere. They're going strong. Grid-based city builders are certainly plentiful, and I do like them as well, because of course we can make a perfect city by making sure X is, X number of blocks away from Y, that kind of thing for, distributing goods. Okay, let's go ahead and move the camera to a water hole. That's one right there, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Oh, but I guess they mean the big O watering hole, a lake they mean. Okay. Ew, look at that. Absolute toxicity. Yeah, that's not looking good. Oh, look at that. We can just click randomly. Make things happen. I like that. Okay, let's open our construction area here, and let's go ahead and start plopping down some pontoons then. We'll go ahead and put one right there, and we're going to start building some roads too. Roads? Yeah, we better build ourselves some roads. Okay, looks like we have a starting area up here. Oh, look at that. It's actually a starting stock that has a bunch of things here, like, well, actually no food at all, but we have rock, clean water, trunks, bark, cooling balm. Interesting. Watery pods, artifacts, and also purifying remedies and poultices. So advanced medical stuff too. Okay, well, that might disappear as soon as it's depleted. I'm not sure, but we'll go ahead and kind of build away from that. So our people already hard at work at building their first pontoon, which is cool. And then we're going to build maybe past this tree a little bit. We'll make a little turn that way, I suppose. Is that like a destroyed mining equipment thing? Or a plant? I'm not sure. Okay, so now we have our pontoon complete. Excellent work. Let's go ahead and build some purification... what do you call these things? Basins, yes. Purification basins. And then also a water tower to store the fresh water. Looks like it's a good idea to store everything within the range there, so we're going to go ahead and do that too. Kind of cool. The shape of the water tower kind of looks like a little flower or whatnot, so let's go ahead and get that done. Looks like we have a homelessness problem, but we'll do what the game tells us one by one. And, oh yeah, they kind of already alluded that those were the things we needed to build there, so I started with those. We have basic foodstuffs. We also have cooked meals, water, remedies, refined products, tools, technological artifacts, plant resources, natural ingredients, fungal resources, seeds, waste, raw materials, and composite matter, as well as a few other things including housing, population, health of everyone, work, as or like employed or unemployed, and then culture too. Yeah, that's going to be really neat. There's going to be a lot of stuff to unlock here. They want us to speed up time, but I'm just going to take this time to look around a little bit and see what else we have. So the pontoon here is creating what they call toxic water that will then be sent to the basin in order to purify that, and then likely will be stored at the water tower. And there's probably other ways to get water too, like we just saw over here at the watering hole. It says it's possible to build a well here, so that could be actual pure water. That we don't have to actually filter, or perhaps it could be filtered faster. All right, looks like the pontoon's going to need some people working there. We'll start with 2, and then the water tower needs to be built as well. Again, I absolutely love this art style. I've seen a few other games using this, and I really think it's a great like illustration for storybooks or something like that. It's in a style that I just want to see more of, and I think that's fantastic. I also just noticed that a few people walked on that road, and it looks like as they walked on the road, they sped up a little bit with their movements, so that's kind of cool. Looks like we do have a physical increase of movement speed when people are actually walking on the road. All right, let's go ahead and maybe make a little road down here to this area. Okay, we just need one more thing to be built then. The purification basins seem to take the longest, so we'll keep waiting on that as we look around at some other things here. We have a sunshade tree, a diluvian bush. Looks like we also have some plants down here. A cinder sprout. Looks like some little maybe sprouts of something else. Something known as a riverbank finger, and some other things we can't see. A rocky... Wow, that actually looks like crap. Actually, it looks like, to me, like an artichoke, now that I think about it. All right, let's go ahead and add a person working at the purification basin. And we already have 2 at the pontoon. So now the cycle of creating water is complete. Vital water, we can now sustain ourselves. Excellent. Beautiful. Okay, so now it goes into a little bit more detail on when we can get water, or when, dry seasons come around and when water is more plentiful, so we'll be ready for that. Oh, and everybody's got a name, too. And we can click on our citizens. Oh, we can't rename? Okay. I would love to be able to rename people. If there's not an option to do that already, it would be great if there was an option to do that. Always fun to rename people after friends, or, you know, if you're a streamer or a creator yourself, always nice to be able to name them after people who are watching or who are fans of you. That kind of thing. Very nice. Okay, well, we've got pontoon creating water. We can see here that it's a per citizen efficiency 25%, number of citizens 2, efficiency bonus 0. So it's not working at its full efficiency yet. But it is very, very slow. Okay, let's speed up time a little bit then. We'll go to ×2 speed, and it looks like we have, I guess the cycles are days or possibly months, perhaps. We're in the temperate season right now, though. Climate is better than we could have hoped for. A few clouds protects us from the sun. Oh, well, good for us. Ah, good. Now we need to build another purification basin. That's our next goal. And then they want us to add 2 people in total here, and then to clean 20 water in total. Looks like automatically we can store clean and toxic water, but looks like we're, I guess, defaulting to clean water here. All right, now I think we're going to build a city up here, a nice open area to build stuff. I also see berries, which look to be that those are actually for water too, but I'm not sure. They could actually be used for maybe making jams or possibly for medicine, so we'll have to see when we get up to that point. Okay, let's go ahead and also build ourselves a additional road. Yeah, let's build some additional roads then. So I'm going to make a road maybe going down this way. And I didn't see any sort of currency, so roads must be just built automatically, like for free, like instantaneously. No actual construction cost and no construction time, so that's good. Maybe there's an upkeep cost later on if we upgrade to like a stone road or so. What is that? What is this? Ruins. Huh. Technological artifacts. We can rip them out. Okay, that's cool. Looks like there's also something here called a cabbage shrub. Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and assign another person to the purification basin. And now we just need to clean up to 20 water. I'm assuming the next thing we'll probably solve is the food, housing, and then food. Water seems like it would be number one, yeah. I mean, if you're going to be building a house or something like that, it will take days, and so thus, yeah, you probably want food and water. Although, I think we already have some food at the base, don't we? Oh, maybe not. Alright, now we just purified 20 water. Now it's time to build homes. Heaps of rock that can potentially meet our needs could be found all around the area. Let's use them wisely. We're going to be building homes out of rocks then. And there, yeah, the artichoke rock right there, using the rip out option. Okay. And build small warehouses to store the resources. Okay, you got it. We'll build a small little warehouse over there, and we'll start ripping out some of these. And this will be used to build the houses, apparently. So, let's get to it. Okay, we'll start with those. Ooh, look at that. A lot of people coming over to work. Nice job. And they're also delivering some materials for the warehouse itself. Okay, no sign of homes just yet that we can build, but I'm still gonna build a road there. Is that Diglett from Pokemon? Maybe not. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. They're getting to work at all sorts of different mining. I guess they're doing it by hand. Wow. Alright, they're like literally ripping the rock out and like loading it in bags or whatever. Bringing it right over to the construction site. Yeah, literally in bags. Cool. Alright, now they're building the small warehouse. I like the phases of the construction too. You can see wheelbarrows there. There's a lot of attention to detail. Rope sitting around, canisters, and little like areas with tarps and lumber stored. They did a really good job. I don't know if you saw this earlier in the video with the pontoons and purification basins being literally dug out, and the pontoon literally being constructed too with the floorboards and stuff being put down. That's very cool. I hope to see more of that in games where they put, even if they're not showing an actual animation of each thing being put into place, now we can see here at the small warehouse that they've added like a frame. Love when developers do that. I can't stress enough how cool that is when we see phases of each individual building being done rather than like a scaffolding coming out of the ground, a building being built, and then it kind of disappears. Okay, let's speed up and try to build this one warehouse here. It looks like this is everything we can build in the game if we do not filter it, so that's kind of cool. Now, obviously more buildings are going to unlock soon, so this is just everything for the time being. And all done. Hey, cool, we did it. What's next? Housing. Right. So we want to position that near a cellar, which is essentially like a market. And then we can distribute food that way. And then we can also clarify what goes here and there. Alright, let's go ahead and build some houses. So we could build a stone house, or a stone house, but they're all different. Looks like this one's a 3x3. That has a capacity of 4. This one is the same, but seems to use different building materials, and same with this one too. So it might be different for each of the biomes that we're in. We could build different style houses based on the materials that are available where we're building, I suppose. Okay, let's go ahead and build a... oh, if we hit shift, we can rotate the houses. That's cool. Kind of also really neat how you can see them built down into the ground. Like you can see there in the blueprint that there's some steps that go down. I guess we're going to be doing some moisture farming soon enough, I guess. Let's go ahead and build a cellar as well. Build that on this side. Oh, that house is not going to be in range. All right, we'll build that right here in the middle. Oh, sticky keys. All right, cool. We'll build that there too, and I'll start building houses all around that. Alright, and we're supposed to build a cellar, 3 houses. Maybe we'll build 4. Maybe we'll get more people to move in. Let's build 1 extra. We're going to go a little extra here. There we go. And let's speed up time again. Day 27 out of 40 on this cycle. Okay. So cycle 2... Oh. Wait, is the cycle a year? I'm not sure exactly if that's... Well, this says day 28 out of 40, so that maybe that's a... like a quarter or a season? I'm not sure exactly how it's being calculated, so that's neat. Now, again, it is implied, I think, that we're on Earth, but I'm not really seeing a lot of Earth-like signs. Like, here seems to be some sort of a warp gate. Maybe it's Stargate, SG-1. I don't know. And then there's, like, some scrap there, but that could easily be, like, a probe or a satellite from any sort of other, you know, planet or alien civilization, so who knows. Looks like we're also missing a few things here. We need a connection to... that water. We'll see what happens here in just a moment. There's no nearby storage building distributing clean water. Ah, the cellar needs to be built then. That must store water and food. And then the small warehouse here stores pretty much everything. Tools, tree trunks, works of art too. Oh, interesting. We could actually make art. Rotten resources. That actually might be good to store rotten resources. And the reason that could be is... perhaps fertilization. That could be kind of a cool fertilizer. Love this. I'm just so fascinated by seeing workers construct things in all sorts of games. Even when someone's just kneeled down with a hammer and you just see a building go up. I just love seeing that. I think that is the coolest thing in the world. I love that. Let's speed up. ×4 speed now. Construction completed. Good. Hey, excellent. Now we've got the cellar done. So now I assume over time those will be distributed. Life-saving curiosity. The food we brought with us is dwindling by the day. Looks like we're going to have to start looking for more then. Oh, and 4 adults and 0 kids have joined the city. So good that we added another house then. Looks like we're going to start doing some science. Excellent. Our field laboratory will let us start discovering things from the surface. We could use rip-out and harvesting on plants. The surface analysis will provide us information on harvesting. Ah, okay. Oh, and that'll be a thing we can do then with the harvester. Looks like we can harvest those cabbages that way. Interesting. Okay, let's go back to speed 1. Actually, our people are very fast. This is just ×1 speed, and they're going real quick here. That's cool. Alright, looks like we're tasked with building a field laboratory, a picker's cabin. What do they pick? Noses? No, that's gross. Let's try something else here. Oh, here's our other things. Knowledge. Well-being. Oh, we could build an infirmary, which is also under health. We could also build a food building, so we have a cellar and a picker's cabin. And then we also have more of our water. Alright, the picker's cabin is probably, yeah, for all these large bushes and trees. So let's plop that down maybe in the middle of these trees here. In the shade, that'll be nice. Let's put that guy in the shade. And we'll make a little roadway going over there. And then we also should do a, what was the other building there? The science building. There it is, the field laboratory, and also the assignment tower, which is on the splash screen of the game. If you go back to the very beginning of the video, you can see those towers kind of in the background, which really reminds me a little bit of like, I don't know, something from the Hutts from Star Wars. Okay, let's go with the field laboratory. Area of effect 12, surface analysis. Oh. Let's put this kind of wherever, I suppose. We'll be able to analyze a lot of stuff, but not everything. Maybe we'll put this on the corner. There we go. Okay, so the field lab's going up, the picker's cabin is going up, and we need to collect 20 watery pods. This could be watery pods here? They look like giant berries or tomatoes. Man, wouldn't that be awesome, eating like a blueberry the size of a tomato? And then you can kind of cut it into slices. That'd be amazing. We must be able to do that. That's got to be a thing. Earth must reach that level of technology. Okay, everybody's hungry, so that's where the picker's cabin will come in. Oh, and already done. Perfect. Let's get 2 people assigned there right away. And how do we tell them what to do? Picking or trimming? Oh, trimming. Citizens trim shrubs to collect excess elements, carefully trying not to damage the specimens. Citizens easily collect removable plant elements such as fruit. Well, let's do that. We want to certainly pick as much as we can. And I'm going to just tell them to gather everything. Yeah, go for it. Cabbage, that'll be like a vegetable. Maybe those little pods will be like a fruit. Fruit and vegetables could make more advanced meals, which we did see in the cellar. Or rather, in the initial storage area. Yeah, simple dishes. That might be a thing. Ah, the field lab is up. Excellent. Let's go ahead and assign somebody to that. And add an analysis. Let's start with the surface analysis. It says medium fast. And I guess we're doing research in our whole area? I guess they're just maybe analyzing the soil and seeing what's there. Sunshade trees. Don't know what we can get from that. It does show that they need a certain temperature, hydration, maybe organic matter there. And then that's also minerals too. Oh, and the beginning of a new cycle. And we have a new child. Excellent. All right, what do we name the kid? I want to know some good names down below for anybody looking to name a child. Give me some good names down there. Also, it looks like this tree is drying out and or dying, or maybe it's a different species, but it doesn't look like it's in good shape, honestly. And, oh yes, let's also make sure we are picking the berries. Oh, there they go. They're working on it already. Good job, guys. Perfect. Let's add another person there, because that is a main objective. So we need to collect 20 watery pods. Oh, we also need to finish that surface analysis. Did I not do that? Oh, maybe I have to pick a specific thing to research. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we can't just analyze all the soil. It's got to be a specific thing on that soil. But that could tell us about other forms of life that also dwell on the surface, perhaps. And we're already up to 6 watery pods. Good. Ah, citizens can be assigned to the assignment tower as carriers. Excellent. Ooh, a wound. Uh-oh, somebody's been wounded. When a citizen interacts with a certain plant, they may get a wound. Performing analysis on plants is essential to identify dangerous interactions. Oh, interesting. So that is why we want to do research first. Our people don't know exactly how to pick certain types of berries or certain types of, plants without analyzing that. That's neat. Okay, so we got somebody who's wounded. All right, well, let's do the tower first, so we can try to get things transported ASAP. And then I guess we could build the infirmary too, which is a neat little building. It looks like a pie. Like, big old cherry in the middle of that or something. Let's plop that next to the storage depot there. Ah, excellent. We now have a analysis to break down. So my guess is that we probably want to research these little berry bushes. So let's try to find one of those. Looks like we can also research outside the... Yeah, we can research outside the little square, I guess. Maybe that's just where they do it more efficiently, that kind of thing. Okay, so now we've collected those watery pods. So we know that this plant does produce that because we gathered 20 of those. That's really neat that we could do it in any order, but there is a consequence for doing that. So later on we could find a really amazing plant that has a lot of, fibers or a lot of fruit, but of course it could be a danger to our people to be able to gather it until we analyze it. But that's a risk you might want to take. Roll them dice. Ooh, 2 people are now wounded. Oh, collecting whipping gourd. Oh. Wow, he probably got whipped by it. Where's a whipping gourd? Huh. I don't even know what that may look like. Well, we'll let our people keep working, and we'll get a doctor in the house ASAP. And, of course, I guess getting a cut is not a great thing, but it is better than starving to death, so at least they're doing all they can there. And possibly getting an alternative source of water, maybe. Ah, there's the assignment tower. Cool. It looks so cool. I love it. For whatever reason, I'm getting, like, Robin Hood vibes from it. Like the little... I don't know about you, but the canopy there just reminds me of Robin Hood's hat. You know, I've often seen him with that little cap with the feather in it. Especially with the one Disney movie. All right, we can see... Oh, there's different types of problems for our people, too. Wounds, intoxication, weakness, heat exhaustion, atrophy... I don't even know what that other word is. Blah, blah, blah. I've never even heard of that. Poisoning, heat stroke, health at 87%. But now our infirmary is almost done. Got to put that little cherry on top, literally. Okay, it looks like we now Ah, we know all about the sunshade tree and that we can get trunks and bark from that one. So we could build additional houses out of that. And then it looks like we've learned about the watery pods. So, yeah, that's from the bushes there. Let's see. Bush branches grow quickly so they can be trimmed regularly. Interesting. What do we get from doing that? Not entirely sure just yet, but now we're on to our new objectives. Good. Now we're going to start refining resources. So we've got a, looks like a kitchen and a forge here. Yeah, kitchen and a forge to make dishes and tools. Okay, so now we're heating things up a little bit. Bad weather penalties, bonuses due to proximity with other buildings. Oh, wow. Okay, so it might be beneficial to build things close together. All right. Looks like we only have 3 citizens available. I'll put one there to help porter things back and forth. Let's go ahead and also assign somebody as a doctor as soon as we can. And also, we want to do a... Now we have new stuff, right? So we now have a kitchen and a forge. So let's put the kitchen near the actual, like, cellar. Cool. And let's put the forge near the kitchen. Maybe they get a heat benefit or something. Or maybe it's a bad thing. Let's put one there. We'll try it out. Ah, the infirmary. All right, it'll take a little time for people to heal, and then we'll need to possibly get some cures for everybody, but let's go ahead and get started then. Cures meaning, like, for example, a wound might be able to treat easier than a, let's say, a heat stroke, which, yeah, looks like one's 2. So then we can see how many poultices are needed and how many days it'll take to heal. Some of these are 24 days, and one of these are just 6. Oh, Book of Knowledge. Oh, look at that. We have info on technology, culture, and the world, and then, of course, all the plants that we've discovered, too. So this will tell us what they are, what they look like, what they could do, that kind of thing. Okay, so we now need to heal our people up. We now need to build the forge in the kitchen, 40 dishes, and some tools. So that's good. And good job on our scientists for figuring out what else these plants can do. Let's also research the... Looks to be the little cabbage plant. Okay. Now health was at 87%. Hopefully it goes up. Looks like we got 2 people healing. Excellent. Each of these houses hold 4. Oh, you can also see the temperature. Ooh, just a very low 48 degrees. You know, I'm making the joke as of Celsius here. But yeah, so it looks like citizens may get heat stroke if they eat in a building at 55. And from 70 on, heat stroke is guaranteed. Okay. So this gives 15 degree resistance to whatever's outside. So 48 minus 15 is 33 here. So buildings might be able to be upgraded or possibly air conditioned, or there might be something we can do to make 70 go down to 55. Well, like the current house would be able to go to 55 at 70, but actually that'd be 60. Trying to think. If the... Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. It calculates it right here. Oh, and we can also mark it for children, too. But I'm trying to figure out where the 48 is coming from here with this number. Oh, that's the outside. Okay. But we can't click. Okay. All right, cool. Makes sense now. So, yeah, 48 is the outside temperature, and then minus 15. So, in order to find out what the temperature is inside, you just need to hover over or just do quick maths. But that... I've never seen that before. 48 and then S. I don't know what that means exactly. So if anybody knows, let me know down below where the 48 degrees S, what does that mean? Like, what's the direct translation? But anyway, regardless, we're good. We got things going. The kitchen is now ready. Excellent. We can now start making food. Looks like we have watery pods, vegetables, and water to be able to boil into a simple dish. Nice. And then as for the tools, we probably need to gather these rocks down here. Maybe. We might be able to make stone tools, although I don't know what a forge would be used for. That's usually for smelting, but perhaps it's also a general workshop. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to smelt. We'll see. Missing resource, toxic water. Well, let me go ahead and unassign this person working here. That seems to be empty for now. Also, we have 2 people who are about to be healed. So what do we have for unemployed? At work 11. On expedition. Oh, we could launch expeditions. There's also 3 on other tasks too. Which I guess means unemployed. If they're not currently applied to a job, or if they're unemployed, they probably do things like, you know, transportation by default, or really construction. So yeah, you can actually see at least 2 people working here. There could be a third. Oh, there's a third one there. Or, no, well, it's 2. Whatever. Alright, let's speed up time a little bit. So, love the music in this game so far. I love the vibe, the art style, the animations of buildings, and just the grid-based construction, too. I know every time we play a game like this, there are certain people who will... There's a certain number of people who always complain about grid-based. But honestly, Sierra and games like SimCity 4 and SimCity 3000 made it such a good and fun experience to be able to minimize the amount of wasted space and maximize like a dense urban environment. And these games are really cool to do that. You know, you have Anno and other things like that as well. And I think I prefer both. I enjoy the open worldness of like Foundation and Manor Lords as much as I do Anno 1800 and, like, for example, this game. And I think that's something that I just don't think will change. I really think it'll always remain being like it is. I love how this assignment tower looks like an air traffic control tower too. That's really neat. Okay, are we making tools? Oh, looks like we need to get branches. Okay. So now we probably need our pickers to then start switching to... Rather, from picking to... How do we cancel that? Let's have them trim. Or can they harvest from the trees? They cannot. Let's go get more berries, though. And let's have research conducted on these things, too. Okay, so I need to figure out where to get sticks from. Maybe the cinder sprout, although cinder implies maybe like, maybe heat of some sort. I'm not sure exactly. Well, we could rip out these dead trees. But that's only going to give us logs and bark, but not branches. A whipping gourd. Oh. That's what it looks like. Alright, that person has a doctor. Alright, branches. We're going to have to find out how to get those. And we can also prioritize the building too. Oh, we have analysis reports coming in. If we start using trimming, we can get something called Ashley kernels. Okay, so there's a different way to get different resources. So it might be worth it to build 2 different pickers' cabins, so that way we can get 2 different methods of gathering. One of picking and one of trimming. Neat. Okay, we've already made 10 simple dishes. Now we just got to collect 10 tools. I'm not sure where we're getting these branches from. Can we find that out somewhere? Oh yeah, if we press tab too, we can also see how many people are working where. So tab is certainly helpful for showing who's carrying what, where they're working, and where certain things are. That's pretty cool. Okay, we want branches though. How do I get branches? Seeds, waste, raw materials. Oh, what was that thing? Looked like a lemon. Ah, sand. Okay. I don't think I could have these folks go cut down a tree. But we could build another picker's cabin next to that. Cool. And I think this means that they're free to do whatever. But they're analyzing our whipping gourds, I think. Nope. Okay, we just set them to do that. Perfect. Now, how do I get a particular resource? Diary, notifications, quest log, book of knowledge. There it is. So we get branches by trimming the bushes. Okay. So we'll have one gathering food and another one trimming. So let's set these folks to then do trimming of these bushes. Oh, okay, so it shows you that way. All right. Let's go ahead and gather everything. Okay, so now we're gathering branches, and that should allow us to make tools. That might also allow us to, hopefully, maybe gather resources faster. We'll see. Let's speed up time again. We're waiting for a construction project to complete too. Health has gone back up. We were at 87%. Now we're at 93%. And it looks like there's only one person in the hospital, so hopefully that'll get the number all the way up. Okay, we only have 2 people unemployed. So I think what I'll do is I'll get 1 person unemployed there and 2 here. Then we'll go back to picking on 1 and again trimming on the other. And then go ahead and gather everything you can. At least up there. Okay. So now everybody should be working hardcore. And quest log, there she is. And it might be a wise idea to start building roads to connect these areas too. Looks like everybody kind of bypasses our orders to follow the road. More analysis are ready. Whipping gourd. Oh. Looks like it's best not to pick this plant. Okay. So the whipping gourd, best not to pick it. Just trim. Okay, looks like we're gathering berries. Cool. And still no branches yet for the tools. Oh, I think I see some branches coming in finally. And then hopefully that'll be transported to the forge by one of our carriers. So we have 3 unemployed, 3 unassigned. Get a few more people in that industry as well. Let's take a look around the map while we wait. I don't see any animals at the moment, but that doesn't mean that they're not there and or that they're not coming in the future. But it would be cool to see some wild critters out there. And giant skeletons. And other things. Looks like there is a bird. So that's confirmed that there is wildlife. Ah, and the forge is working. Finally, we got some stuff going. Perfect. Wow, let's speed it all the way up. Max speed. Get another person working there when we have the employees. And tools look like they're being made in batches of 10. Yeah, that's interesting. Clean water and branches go together in order to make a tool. They must be using steam or something like that in order to bend the wood. I'm not sure if that's how you bend wood traditionally, but I don't know. Any method to try to make a tool is good. Temperate season is here. Oh, it looks like we're getting into the dry season very soon. We got a little ways to go. We're just waiting on this now. The efficiency at 33%. We got to get a few more people working there. Let's go ahead and shut this down to 1. Infirmary we can shut down until somebody gets hurt. And 2 and 2 is fine there. Efficiency at 100%, but still takes 3 additional days to make tools then. So our batch is almost complete. So tool making is going to take a long time. A long time. For now, anyway. We'll have to see what else we can do with that one in the future. Goal complete. Alright, now on to civil engineering. We now have 4 people in the city, too. Now we're going to start accommodating more of them with their basic needs. Oop, people could die, of course, in a game. A lot of these things could also contribute to their death, so lack of food or water or injury or disease. Fun. Cultural square, market square, botanic square. Ooh, I like the market square. That looks a little nice. So we can make districts now. So we can start separating things like a historical district, and then we can use special buildings inside that. Now that's cool. That sets this game apart a little bit with the creating of districts and being able to do it that way. All right. So where's our squares? There's our culture. We can build a canteen, an ornate ground, floating crystals, and a cubic statue. Interesting. Let's start with the canteen then. Wait a minute. Desert planet, canteen. We can also build a square here. Not sure exactly how that works. Ornate ground panel. Not even sure if that's something we can like build. Let's go. Let's try to demolish stuff. That's one thing I haven't done yet. Oh, and demolishing will give us 100% of resources. So in the future, if we increase the difficulty, there might be a way for resources to be refunded less. There is likely going to be higher difficulties in this game too, or different difficulties, so that's something to consider. Okay, we got a few homeless, so let's go ahead and add more homes. Cool. Alright, build one cultural square. I see ornate ground panels, but not ornate squares. Benches, well-being. Ooh, a sun awning. That's nice. Decorations. Ooh. Can we sort by all, maybe? No, it looks like it's better to filter. And we need to create a social district. And it looks like we might be able to make hot meals or deliver hot meals here at the canteen. So it might give it an additional bonus. Oh yeah, you can see the modifiers within range, +5 and +2 of what looks to be social and culture. So it says to make a social district, but I don't know if that just means like putting down some tables. That'd be a good spot to put that right there. And then we can decorate too. Love a game with decoration. Although these are all kind of a little too meh for my feeling, but that's fine. Okay. Well, we're not researching anything now, so let's get rid of that person there. Gonna be building a lot of houses. Let's speed up time now. Trying to get more branches too for our forge. Let's also go back down to 1 here because obviously without any resources they're not going to be doing too much yet. Well, it says to use the rip out option to collect those, although I wonder if there's a different and a better way to get those. This could hurt somebody maybe. But, nope, just drop the artifacts on the ground. And then bring them to storage. Back to the old small warehouse. Should build another one in town. Okay, the canteen's ready. It says build one cultural square. And that didn't count either. Let's see what other options we may have missed. We have mobility, housing, storage, and distribution. So the canteen actually counts as one of those as well. Got resource production, strategy, cultural square. Oh, that's under strategy. Oh, interesting. Let's plop that over here then. There we go. That's an interesting thing to put that under. Although it might be a victory condition type thing. Oh, look at that. They're actually installing the tiles like one by one and putting the trim in. Cool. Okay. Regardless, I like that I decorated with a few other things because, of course, it's one of the more fun things to do in the other Sierra City Builders, too, is to be able to put in a, I don't know, couple parks here and there. Just make things look nice. City health is at 100%. That's good. No disease to worry about yet, though. That'll probably be a thing in the future with people moving in. Alright, how far are we done away? Oh, we're about 75%, so 25 away from completing this. Nice. Speed up to 4. Done. Alright. Oh, we could build a historical district. Ah, that's so cool. Alright, this is cool. So we can... Now, this is something that popped out at me when I was reading about it a little bit ago as well. We have ourselves the historical district, creative district, and social district. So we do need to build a social district here according to the outline given to us from the tutorial. But the historical district's interesting, and it does seem to give us different types of houses. Hall of Wisdom, and different appearances of the homes, an art gallery, and also the canteen for the social district. So that's what we're going down now. And we already have our canteen built, so that's good. So that should help us with the, I think that'll generate points there. Now we need to get a score of 200 on the district score. So it looks like everything that's within the area will give us more bonuses. So the kitchen, if we had it a little closer to here, would give us a bonus as well. So we could delete the kitchen and rebuild it. We do get a full refund, so that might be a wise thing to do. So let's plop that down over here. Yeah, we can get rid of the old one. We got plenty of food, so, you know, it's okay. What else do they want built here? A T-bar, sun awning will give us plus 50, okay. So decorations also matter within that area. Let's build a couple of sun awnings there. And that should give us everything that we need. That district system is very different and unique from what I've seen. I like that. I haven't seen a lot of games that allow you to build a square and then the district is a circle around that area. I've certainly seen this before in like Farthest Frontier, other games where you build a building like a theater or a hospital or whatnot. It has a range to it, but this one's a little different because then you specialize a district, which is really neat. And another goal complete. Housing satisfaction, that's another thing to consider. Okay, have a house with a level 10 well-being, and then have 4 citizens to a scent garden, and build a scent garden. Weird. Alright, let's build that up here then. Long fountain. Here are the things that might increase their satisfaction too. So well-being, social, culture, and knowledge. So if we maybe built the, well, I don't know, the Hall of Knowledge or whatever we saw before, wisdom, that might help out. Let's build some roads. Okay. They want us to assign 4 citizens to work there. Oh wow, that brought level 10 up real quickly. Now I'm assuming that's probably because it makes everything smell pretty, so that's cool. Citizens have noticed a strange phenomenon. A luminous dot. Ooh. Call of the Unknown. Looks like we're going to build a technological and cultural research centers and find out what's going on around us. Time, risks, choices, yeah, they all matter. They do. I build a research center, exploration mission, and an explorer's hut. So that is under knowledge for the research center. Love that it's a giant dome. Looks like it might also give us benefit to the town. We'll build that there. We're going to need free people to go out on an expedition, too. Oh, look at that. That's a nice little garden. Looks like they do have flowers or something growing in here, and then some sort of way to actually, like, make the smell nice. Range is dependent on the number of assigned citizens. That's interesting. And all it takes is some water. That's nice. Very nice. Nice. Alright, speed it up again. Let's watch that research center get done. And then we need to unlock the explorer missions, then build the explorer's hut, and then send out an expedition. Makes sense. Good job, boys. Almost done. And then... boom. Ah, the tech tree. Explore, find tablets, and unlock research. Alright, so we probably have some to start with. Ooh. Oh, there's different, like, tiers to go down, too. This one looks like medicine. I can't really tell what some of the other ones are. Maybe that's... I don't know. That might be water production or something. I'm not entirely sure. Alright. Terracotta roads. Ooh. Increasing mobility. Nice. There's our exploration missions, though. So let's start research on that. And get a few people assigned there. So that'll just take 10 days. How are we doing here? Ah, satisfaction. Low. Low satisfaction right now. But that's okay. Looks like we could have a max social of 240. A max well-being of 240. Culture and knowledge are also 240 as well. Looks like we got some problem with water. Clean water is at 223. There they go. Okay, Explorer's Hut is just 5 days away from being done. Sun awning constructions are completed. Housing for 32, we have 25 plus 4, as in children. The children might not, the reason it says plus 4 there is they might not actually take up population. Some games do separate that to where a child's so small or whatever that they don't really need a full area to live in, you know? So that might be a way to tell you totals in a different way. Okay, we can go on a expedition now via the Explorer's Hut. Let's do that. And let's build there. And let's build another road. Cool. There we go. I just had to use rip out on a few of the trees that I thought could be trimmed, but regardless, we are now done with the Explorer's Hut, and we can now go to the world map. Alright. That's cool. Lots of options to be able to send people out and look for all sorts of new goods in different regions. Look at that. That world map is cool as hell. That is outstanding. That's really good. I love that. Looks like there's a new area over here that we haven't explored. But there is a cave, a strange glow, a dune, and an oasis just in our immediate area. So let's go to the what they called a strange blinking light, but this must be what they mean, the strange glow. So let's send an expedition and check them out. 3 days left of travel. Okay. Well, we'll stand by and wait until they're done. And that will fill up and tell us when 3 days have passed. Cool. In the meantime, we'll just let everybody kind of just chill out for a little bit and just go about their normal day. Nothing too crazy going on. Technology research available. That's all good. We'll just let everybody stand by. Alright, expedition has reached its destination. Vaporous images. Ooh. Analyze. Try and draw some water. We'll gain plus 20 culture. Let's go ahead and roll the dice. Just to see what happens. Cylinders allow the projectors to create... the screen are covered in condensation. Due to the origin, resulting water is particularly rich in minerals. Return to the city. Wow. So we got plus 2 research and plus 60 water. Nice. Alright, cool. Well, that was a successful expedition then. Very, very nice. So we bring back those resources. I guess we need to still find the chaotic blinking light. Wherever that may be. Maybe that's it there, the cave. With it marked in red. Oh, there it is. This is the source of the chaotic blinking light. We should examine it. Okay. There you go. That's where we need to go next. Another cool thing with these expeditions is that they actually take resources to go out on. We are not just like telling people to we're not telling people to leave the city and then come on back whenever they find something. We actually have to prepare them for the expedition, which is really neat. And you can see there, I was looking at what looks to be the city rating or prosperity. So there you can see all the bonuses and things that add and subtract from the city's well-being. All right, light strands. Force an opening or try... use some water to discover a passage. Let's try that. Ooh, plus 30 protective gear and plus 30 tools. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Ooh. Enter the vortex or dismantle or flee. Let's enter the vortex. Wow. Explorer comes out of the vortex, face and body marked with blue symbols found on the tablets. Plus 30 protective gear, tools, and a tablet too. Wow. Alright, that was a full success. A full clear. Outstanding. We got everything out of there, I think. But there are lethal risks. Ooh, what could that be? City prosperity and district type, yes, of course. Oh, we already did that. We're way ahead of schedule. Ah, we did it! A victory. And nobody died! Alright, very nice. Very nice. I didn't get any of the points. We were only at 1077, but yeah, whatever. It's just a tutorial, and certainly taught us a lot. Well, that's all the time we have today for Synergy. You can get the game with the link down below in the description, and that was just simply the tutorial for the game. Keep in mind we still have a full campaign and also a sandbox mode to play through, a free mode that, of course, is available with the game that you can get now again in the description. Thank you, everybody, for leaving a like and supporting the channel. Thank you very much for becoming subscribers and members and hanging out and watching this awesome game. I hope to play this one a lot more on the channel, actually, and I, again, love the art style of this and many other games that are similar and hope that they really succeed because, of course, city builders are common, but I always think we need a lot more of them, and this is certainly one that shines. All right, I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.